Hello everybody and welcome back to our Super Mega Baseball 2. Oops. Sorry about that. I got the there we go. Welcome back to the Super Mega Baseball 2 season mode. We are doing the Great Vacation League. Again, to take a quick look here at what we're doing. Very excited to bring this to you guys again. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Our Wranglers team, which again is based on my Red Rock Wranglers dynasty on NCAA Football 14. If you haven't had a chance to check that out, please do so. That's really fun. Hopefully everything is working here tonight appropriately. We've got a couple of viewers already. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming on and watching. We're getting ready to start here game number 7 in our Super Mega Baseball 2 Great Vacation League. We are taking a quick look at the season standings. Currently, as you can see, the Wranglers are sitting at 5-1. Again, we're trying to help you decide where you want to go on your vacation this year, whether or not that is the beach or the mountains. Obviously this has some room to grow as we move forward, potentially into season 2, season 3, including some, East and West Coast and, Rocky Mountains and all that kind of stuff, different divisions, different things. This, has a lot of room to grow. But right now, we're just concentrated on our beach division and our mountain division. Currently, the Aquatics are leading the beach division, and the Wranglers are leading the mountain division. So we are going to continue on here. Into our next game. We're going up against the Brown Bears. This is our first time facing this team. They are currently sitting at 1-5. Not very good. They are power hitters, as you can see there. And again, our team is made up of a bunch of defensive experts. So let's go ahead and get into this game. I like this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to keep everything, I think, as is here. Shaz Hatter's doing well. Jack Lopez doing well. Larry Curtis maybe not so much. And neither is Menace Reef. And John Johns there are catchers. Looks like maybe he's getting a little bit tired, but we're going to go ahead and roll with him this week and hope that we don't have any issues with him in this game. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Appreciate you guys coming out to watch. Very excited again to bring this to you. I'm going to take a little sip of my drink here so I can enjoy. A nice beverage while I'm bringing this exciting game to you. Again, our pitcher today is going to be Van Campbell, going up against the Brown Bears today. Thank you, viewer, for coming on. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a nice day. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know how your day has been. Play ball! First up to bat. Again, this is going to be another away game here for the Wranglers. Severus Sasso up to bat. He kind of struggled in the first couple of games, but he's kind of got it going there. But that is a line drive right there to the second baseman, and that's now going to bring up Nickel King. He's having a pretty okay season here to start as well. Last one again to the second baseman, and that is going to be thrown out for out number 2. Now Shaz Hatter is up. He is by far our best hitter. A ton of power. He's been playing well. Now the ball's going to go inside for ball number 1. That was a strike right over the middle. Probably should have swung at that one. Here comes another one though, and Shaz Hatter blasts it. That one is going, and gone. What a great way to start here for Shaz Hatter in this game. Blast one to dead center, 467 feet. That is his 3rd home run of the season. Good job there by Shaz Hatter. Jack Lopez is now up. He is our left fielder. They're kind of just joining me. That is strike number 1. Again, if you're just kind of joining this series, hit right up the middle. Nice hit there by Jack Lopez. Nice base hit. We're kind of, sort of basing this Wranglers Super Mega Baseball on my Red Rock Wranglers NCAA Football Dynasty. I'm having a lot of fun with this game, and that ball is inside and swung at and missed. That's going to be low and a ball. Ooh, probably shouldn't have swung at that one. That's going to make it 1 and 2, and that hit is right up the middle, and that's going to be another base hit. We got another viewer here. Appreciate you coming out to watch. Hope you're having a nice day. Thank you for hanging out with us this evening. Playing a little Super Mega Baseball 2. Menace Reef, my shortstop, is now up to bat. He's got a ton of speed, but he's not really the best of hitters. So we're just trying to see if we can get him on base and then see if we can get him around. That is a bad swing. That is strike number 2. Ball to the outside. That's going to make the count 2 and 2. Another ball to the outside. That's a full count. One right down the middle, and we lace one. We're going to see if we can bring a guy home here and see if we can get him there. And that is going to come up just short, and that is out number 3. Trying to get another run there. Hit it out there to center, but just not quite enough speed. Baller Marshall, Hemi Piquel, Alfonso Wankerstein. Great names once again. I love all these names on Super Mega Baseball. They just crack me up. Baller Marshall here to start for the Brown Bears. Again, this is an interdivision, or excuse me, just a division game in the Mountain Division. That one has popped up to second base. Now it's going to be caught by Larry Curtis for out number 1. Next up here is Hemi Piquel. Looks like she is a good hitter. A lot of power, a lot of contact. We're going to have to be careful and potentially stay away from her. Kind of throw her just off the plate and see if we can get her to do things like that. That is strike number 1. It's going to get outside edge there. That's foul. And with the slider, I thought it might be a little bit too. And it just is. Just out of the reach. Just out of the reach there. Dropkin wasn't able to get there. Probably should have dove. That's going to bring up Wankerstein. He's got quite a bit of power also, so we're going to have to be careful throwing to him as I miss a pitch. Luckily he didn't swing. We're going to come with a big curve here. Outside he does swing. Ooh, and that one's going to be
fair ball.
A fair ball. We have to be careful here. We don't want to let a run score. Luckily it does not, but that is a double for Wankerstein, and that is going to make the score now, or excuse me, there was no score there. That's going to put somebody on second and third here with Mr. North up to bat, and he's got quite a bit of power. Again, this team is a bunch of power hitters, so I'm going to have to be careful. I don't really know how they continue to sit at 1 and at 1 and 5. Seem to be struggling. I don't know if it's their pitching. Maybe they've got some good hitters, but not a bunch of very good pitching. Going back to the inside, and that is strike number 3. Out number 2. Nice strike out there by Van Campbell. And that's going to bring up Dolly Perkins. Another power hitter. Her mojo seems to be up. She's a little bit past her power, contact, and speed. We're going to have to be really careful with her, I think. And luckily, we just get her to hit a quick one to Van Campbell, throw it over to first base, and get that out. Thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Hope you guys are having a nice day. Next up is going to be our catcher, J.J. John Johns. That pitch is really high for ball number 1. That one looks like it's going to be low. I shouldn't have swung at that one. That probably would have been ball number 3. Or that one. She's getting me, but that one is hit right up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for John Johns. Nice hit there. Made a couple of bad swings, but able to get the base hit, and that's going to bring up Ryan Dropkin, our third baseman. He gets one right down the middle, but that is lofted up into right center there. And that's going to be caught for out number 1. That'll bring up our pitcher, Van Campbell. We'll have to see if he is able to help himself here and get a base hit. And he hits one out to left there, and that one is going, gets out to the warning track. That is going to be caught for out number 1. He had a nice hit there, but came up just short. That would have been pretty nice to see our pitcher hit a home run, but not quite. And that's going to bring up Severus Sasso back to the top of the order. Ooh, and that is hit on the first pitch. Nice diving catch there by the third baseman. Again, if you're just joining me here, we're playing in the Great Vacation League, trying to decide and help you decide where you want to go on your vacation. We've got the Beach Division and the Mountain Division here. This is a Mountain Division game between the Wranglers, which is the team that I am currently playing, against the Brown Bears. That was an interesting play. Bounced off Van Campbell, still get it over to first for the out. What a play there. Bad play by Van Campbell. Should have caught it, but got it thrown over there. And he has got an itchy butt. Most of the pitchers do. I don't know what in the world's going on with all the pitchers. With curve there to the outside, and that one is just hit to the foul ball. Let's come back to the inside now. I like to keep my pitches low. That's a little too low, but that's all right. Come back with the. That one's going to be missed, but that was going to be lofted out there to left field. Jack Lopez out there to make that catch, and that is going to be out number 2. That's going to bring up Hefty Martinelli, and he has got a ton of power. We're going to have to stay away from him. I'm really nervous about these guys hitting home runs, but at this point we've held him in check. That is out number 3. Score remains 1-0. Next up to bat's going to be Nickel King Shaz Hatter, who already hit a home run in the first inning. That's how we got our number 1 score there. And so Nickel King's up first. He currently has a home run and an RBI on the season, sitting at an average of 271, and that one is hit right over to the shortstop. That's going to be a nice easy throw over the first for out number 1. Next up here is Shaz Hatter. Let's see if he can continue his dominance here at the plate.
Inside.
Mojo's, he is currently on fire, as you can see there. There's one hit and a nice diving catch by the second baseman for the out. And Jack Lopez is now up. He's currently hitting .364 with a couple of home runs. He's having a good start to this season as well. His mojo is currently locked in. 2 outside pitches. Back to the inside. And that one catches the inside corner for a strike. Big curve for ball number 3. 3-1 now. Right at the middle, going to hit it to right center there. That's going to drop down just in front of the center fielder for a base hit. Nice hit by Mr. Dropkin there. Next up is Larry Curtis. .316 average with 1 RBI this season. Let's see if we can move Mr. Dropkin around. The ball is inside for ball number 1. He's going to catch that outside corner.
Low.
Ball 2, currently 2-1. That's going to make it 3-1. Might get a pitch right down the middle here. No, that batter is walked. And that's going to put base runners now at first and second with Menace Reef up to bat. He's been struggling a bit hitting the ball. We'll see if he can get going, but nope, he lofts one up right out to center field, and that was going to be caught. We'll get our runners back. That's going to be out number 3. I guess it didn't matter that I got my runners back. But in any case, moving into the bottom of the 3rd, Wranglers still leading 1-0. Shelly Mercury, Baller Marshall, and Hemi Piquel are up to bat here. Shelly Mercury, she's got a lot of speed. I think I noticed that first time she was kind of up to bat. Maybe don't really want to get her on base, or else she might be looking to steal. Catch that one. There it is. Nice catch there by Menace Reef for that first out. Baller Marshall now up to bat. He's got power, contact, and speed. He's got a little bit of everything. Nice pitch there. Get over there. Ooh. There we go. Nice play. Nice play by Ryan Dropkin. Kind of just missed one last inning, but that time he got it over to first for the out. He's going to try to dive, but no. Nice base hit there. Alfonso Wankerstein, he had a nice double last time up to bat. Let's not let him do anything like that again this time. If he does, that could potentially tie the game with that runner on first. Nice pitch there for strike number one. Let's come back now to the inside. Is that one? Ooh, that's not good. And that was out number three. That's going to take us now to the top of the fourth with John Johns, Ryan Dropkin, and our pitcher Van Campbell now up to bat. At this point, I'm thinking we'll keep Van Campbell in the game. See if John Johns can hit one, and he does right at the middle for a base hit. First pitch strike, first pitch hit. And that is a base hit for John Johns. Next up, Ryan Dropkin, who is currently 0 for 1 in this game. See if he can move John Johns around here. Swings at a high one. Shouldn't have swung at that one for sure. Inside. Count now 1-1. And that one is up out to kind of right, and he comes over there, and that drops in there. And luckily, John Johns gets to second base. He was kind of waiting to see if that was going to get caught. Our pitcher here has a .333 average. That's pretty good. Let's see if he can move these base runners around. He gets a chance to, but no, that is a double play ball. And it is a double play. But John Johns does move to third. Severus Sasso now up to bat. He's had a couple of nice hits. And that one is up, and it's going back, but it doesn't look like it's going to be quite far enough. Gets to the warning track, and that is caught for out number three. He keeps swinging on first pitches, or I keep swinging on first pitches with him. It doesn't seem to be working out. He's had a couple of line drives, and then that long fly out. Mr. North is up to bat here. Thrown to the inside, and that one is blasted, and I don't think there's any question that one is out for a home run, and that is going to tie the game at 1. That is his first home run, as you can see there, on the season. First RBI of the season, 462 yards, and that is going to bring up now Dolly Perkins. She's also got a ton of power. We got to be careful here. Van Campbell starts to struggle. We're going to have to take him out. As obviously with all these power hitters here, that's way outside. We could be giving up runs left and right if we're not careful. So going to the inside. That is just a dribbler. John Johns picks it up, gets it over to first. And that is out number 1, and that brings up Yellington. He's not quite in the power mode as all the other guys, but he's got some speed, so we probably really don't want him getting on base. Nice inside pitch there. Swing strike number 1. Let's come with a big curve here and see if we can catch that corner. Ooh, I don't know about that call. Come on, ump. Missed there, but that is strike number 2. Let's come down here and see if we can catch that corner. Got him. Strike number 2. Out number 2. And that brings up Mr. Chuck Roast. He has got a lot of power. He's a little bit tense right now, a little bit down on the ego. Let's hope that that doesn't all change right now with some sort of crazy hit. Ah, missed it there. Whew. That was lucky. That was a missed pitch. That could have been bad. High and inside. Woo. This ump is calling it tough. Tough here. I feel like I'm hitting some spots. And Campbell takes that one, throws over to first, and that is out number 3. And that takes us now to the top of the 5th inning with the score now tied 1-1. Nickel King, Shaz Hatter, and Jack Lopez up to bat. Some of our best hitters for the Wranglers are up. So hopefully we can turn this into some runs. Nickel King currently sitting at a 261 average. That one is low for ball 1. Ooh, that one is high. Just skyrocketed up. The catcher catches that one for out number 1. And that's going to bring up Shaz Hatter, who did have the home run. Currently, though, sitting at a 478 average. And she throws one right down the middle to him, and he can't take advantage of it.
Inside.
Next one to the inside.
High.
Whew. That was high. That was close.
Inside.
Back to the inside. Now 3-1 count.
Strike.
That was late. 3-2 count. Oh, nice pitch for out number 2. Strikeout by Shaz Hatter. Jack Lopez up to bat now again. He is locked in.
Inside.
Inside ball 1.
Inside
ball 2. That is a strike. I don't know about that call, but it is what it is. But that is a base hit. Nice hit up the middle. He continues to hit the ball well, and that's going to bring up Larry Curtis now. Pretty good, pretty even power, contact, speed. Ooh, and that one is popped up. The catcher's going to try to get over there. Get out of there. Nice diving catch right at the dugout, and that's going to keep the score 1-1. Now moving into the bottom of the 5th. Next up, Hefty Martinelli. Again, just a ton of power.
Inside.
Let's go to the inside. Now let's come back to the outside. I missed that one. Trying to dive with Menace Reef, can't do it. That one is in the gap and it's probably going to turn into 2. Severus Sasso gets it up there, and that is going to be a stand-up double. Nice hit by him, and that's going to bring up Shelly Mercury. Well, actually, no, they're going to switch it out to Joe Tannen. See if he can do something. He doesn't look like he's in the middle of the road. Power contact. Currently sitting at kind of the neutral zone for his mojo. He hits one over there to the second baseman, Mr. Curtis. That is out number 2. Baller Marshall now up to bat. Again, we're going to have to be careful with him as we now have a runner on third base. Inside pitch. Strike number 1. Trying to go outside now, and he gets a hold of it, but that is foul for strike number 2. Let's see if we can just kind of throw one in the sort of in the dirt here. Yeah, it worked out. That is out number 2. Sorry about that. And that brings up Hemi Pakel. Again, we kind of need to stay away from her. Woo! Right back at Van Campbell, and he makes the catch. We're now going to have a new pitcher. Polbean is her name. Leggy Polbean. Again, great name. Menace Reef, John Johns, and Ryan Dropkin are up to bat here at the top of the 6th inning. Menace Reef loves his bat. Might as well just kiss the thing. Ooh, that was a late swing. Strike number 1. Ooh, that was way inside. Struggling here with Menace Reef. Making some bad decisions, swinging the bat. That one is popped up to second base for out number 1. John Johns is now 2 for 2 on the day. Let's see if he can make it 3 for 3. Low for ball number 1. That's going to be a strike, yep. It'll be foul for strike number 2.
Inside.
Inside. Count is at 2-2.
Foul.
Fought that one off. Back to the inside. That's going to make it a full count. Nice bat here. What a at-bat there by John Johns. Able to fight that one off, get a pitch he liked, and just blasted it for a stand-up double into kind of left center there. And that's going to bring up Ryan Dropkin, who's currently 1 for 2. Let's see if we can bring in John Johns, although he's not very fast. So unless we get a nice hit out there. Oh, that's strike number 2. Low. That's going to make it 1-2. The outside for 2-2. And that's just a dribbler. Thrown over to first for out number 2, but it takes John Johns to third base. And that brings up the pitcher, Van Campbell. Tough decision here. I think we need to substitute him to give us a chance to try to score a run here. But that means we will have to change out our pitchers, but that's all right. Who has the best contact, I think, is what I want. Just somebody to try to get a base hit here. Let's go with Mac Cheesy. Perfect. Oh, and he just hits a little dribbler here that is going to be thrown over to first. Probably should have waited on that one a little bit. Let's go ahead and bring in Mr. Felipe Bruce here at the bottom of the 6th inning. Wankerstein is up to bat again.
Inside.
Throw that one way inside.
Low.
Again, if you're just joining us here tonight, I appreciate you watching. Having a lot of fun with this Super Mega Baseball. Oh, nice strike there. Running what I'm calling the Great Vacation League. Trying to help you decide where you want to go on your next vacation, the beach or the mountains. We've got the beach division and the mountain division. Currently, the Wranglers are leading the mountain division at 5-1, playing a somewhat quick 16-game season. With ultimately, ooh, that one is popped up. That's going to be caught, I would imagine, for out number 2. That's going to bring up Dolly Perkins. With the thought process, obviously, that the playoffs will decide where you should go on your vacation. Should you go to the beach or should you go to the mountains? I'm excited about the potential growth because as of right now, it's just a two divisions. It could grow up to 4, which obviously, ooh, that one is hit out far. And that one is going to get out for a home run. And that is a 2-run, I believe, 2-run shot there, just 373 feet. That's going to give the Brown Bears the lead. What a hit, and that's going to bring up Yellington. Bruce giving up the, I guess it was just a solo home run, so that's going to make the score just 2-1. We'll get this last out here. Ooh, strike number 2. What should we come with here? Let's come with the slider again, but let's try to hit this outside corner. Get him to chase it, and that is strike number 3. Nice way to end it after giving up the home run. It's going to take it to the top of the 7th. We are just playing 7-inning games here. So therefore, if we do not score a run here, this game could be over, but we do have our top 3 coming out to bat. Severus Sasso, Shaz Hatter, and Nickel King. They are going to switch out their pitchers to Mr. Gleaming. and bringing in some new fielders here. Let's see if we can get a hit here. That one is thrown low, swung on anyway. Another low one. That's going to be ball number 1. Should have swung on that one. That's going to be strike number 2. But that one is hit hard by Severus Sasso. It's looking to go, and it does. That is going to tie up the game. What a hit by Severus Sasso to tie up the game. 408-foot home run to tie the score now at 2. Nickel King now up to bat. Let's see if we can keep this rally going. It looks like they brought in their closer. Ooh, that was a close one. A lot of these ones catch the corners. Whoops. That one was hit right up the middle. For a base hit. That's a nice hit there by Nickel King. Try to keep this thing going. Chaz Hatter now up to bat. That looks high. It is ball number 1. Ooh, swing, strike. 1-1 now the count, and that one's going to be popped up. Catcher's going to get a hold of that one, and that's going to be out number 1. Throws over to first just in case. And Nickel King got back. Jack Lopez now up to bat. He is currently 3 for 3 on the day. Let's see if he can keep his streak going. First swing foul. That one's going to be high for ball 1. And there it is. He is now 4 for 4. And that one gets by. Hitting the wrong button here. Get down. Woo, gets back. That was lucky. hitting the wrong buttons. Not doing the right thing. But that was a lucky turn of events there. And that's going to be hit to second. That is a double play ball, and it is a double play. And that will end the inning. But we did tie the score at 2 apiece. Mr. Chuck Roast is up now to bat. I'll keep Bruce, I think, in the game for now.
Inside.
We can score 2-2. Let's just see if we can get this thing to the 8th inning without giving up a run here. Ooh, that was way inside. Back to the outside, got him to swing. That was somewhat lucky. Back to the inside, and he won't swing on that one, and that is a walk for Mr. Bruce, and that's going to bring up Hefty Martinelli. Ton of power. We got to stay away from this guy, and we do. First pitch low and away, or low into the inside. Another low one, ball 2. Now I'm going to have to come. Actually, going to have to throw him a pitch. Let's come with the slider to the outside. Got him to swing again. Strike number 2. Let's come up and in. Missed it right down the middle. That's a double play ball, and it is a double play. That didn't look good there to start for Mr. Bruce, walking the first batter, but able to get the double play. Jewel Yogd is going to come into the game here as a pinch hitter. They continue to keep Bruce in the game here.
Inside.
Keeps him missing that one low into the inside. One thing I would say, I don't know if I can trust his pitching, but that is going to be the end of the 7th inning. Again, we're usually just playing seven innings here in the Great Vacation League, but today we're going to play more extra innings in this one, as we were able to tie it up in the 7th with the Severus Sasso solo shot that tied it up at 2. Next up is going to be Menace Reef here at the top of the 8th inning. Be nice if we can get him on base, because he's pretty speedy. Maybe could steal a base. Ooh, that was not a good swing.
Inside.
I'm a big fan of the sidearm pitching. It's hard for me to catch where the ball is as I swing and miss there and swing and miss there. And Menace Reef strikes out. And that is going to bring up now John Johns, who is also 3 for 3 today. Let's see if he can go 4 for 4. Outside. To the outside for ball number 1. Outside ball number 2. There's a strike. Count now 2-1. Low. It is now 3-1. Ooh, and that is blasted out to right center, and that is going to be go for 2. Maybe we're going to hold him there at second base. What a hit. Nice at bat there. That's going to bring up now Ryan Dropkin. He's just 1 for 3 today. Let's see if we can move. Ooh, just a dribbler there. We're going to turn around and run the other way. That was kind of lucky. Able to not get the out there, but now we do have runners on first and second base. We're going to substitute Mr. Felipe Bruce because I don't really know if his control is very good right now. So we're going to substitute him out. Let's see who we should bring in here. Mr. Jefferson Howdy. He's got some speed. I think I want to go Wesley Scales. He's got a little bit of power. Let's see if maybe he can get us a home run here. Why the heck not? Let's go, Mr. Scales. Ooh, that one is. Ooh, yeah, that was lucky that wasn't caught. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one. Oh, but that is a base hit. But that one's pretty short there to left field. He's going to get that one in quick, but that is going to load up the bases with Severus Sasso up to bat. He's kind of a clutch hitter. We'll have to see if he can hit. Let's see if we can get inside ball. Grand slam would be nice, but I would just go for, I would be fine with a base hit. And there it is, the base hit. That's going to bring our run around and make this score now 3-2. We're going to continue with the bases loaded. He couldn't get a second runner in there. And Nickel King's up to bat again. He's currently 1 for 4 today. That one's right down the middle, and that's another base hit. That again is just going to bring in just 1 run, but now the score is 4-2. Shaz Hatter, he's 1 for 4 today. He did have a home run in the first inning. Let's see if he can get a grand slam. Why the heck not? Let's do this. Strike number 1 there on the inside. Ball 2-1. That one is hit, and that is a base hit. And that is actually going to be enough to bring a home run if I can hit the right button. That's going to be enough to bring home 2 runs. Nice hit there. And that brings up now Jack Lopez. They're going to bring in a new pitcher, Miss Abel Woody, or Mr. Abel Woody. That is another hit, and that bounces off of the third baseman there. We're going to try to bring in a run. Why the heck not? And he gets in safe. That's going to bring the score 7-2 with Larry Curtis. This has been a huge inning for the Wranglers, scoring 5 runs so far, still with runners on first and second. What a rally. Wow. Let's see if we can keep this thing going. Oop, that's a pop-up. That's probably going to get caught here. No, it does not. It finds a gap there. And this rally is going to continue. Menace Reef now up to bat. He is just 1 for 4 today. Can we keep this going? And we do, as another error by the Brown Bears brings in a run, and that makes the score now 8-2. Now John Johns is up again. He's had 2 doubles, 2 singles, currently 4 for 4. This does not bode well for these guys, as once again another run is going to score. And this is starting to get a little ridiculous that they can't even get this last out. Ryan Dropkin now up to bat. Actually, I take that back. There's only just 1 out. Oh, that's going to actually probably be caught. Unless there is another error by the Brown Bears, but there finally is not. They do not have very good fielders. Wesley Scales is now back up to bat again. As it's come all the way around the order, I pinch hit him in the game, and now it's come back around to him to hit bat again. First pitch strike, now count is 1-1. Comes way to the inside. That is going to get caught, and finally end this inning after 7 runs by the Wranglers. What a rally. We're going to bring in our closer here, see if we can end this thing here at the bottom of the 8th. Let's get 3 up, 3 down, and end this thing. Baller Marshall, they'd have to score a lot of runs, obviously, to get back into this thing. That is a play right to the second baseman there. Mr. Larry Curtis gets it over to first. And that is out number 1. See if we can keep this going here. Just one pitch and do it. Oh, not quite. Nice base hit there. They'll get a runner on to first base. Mr. Wankenstein has had a double in this game. Let's not let him get a second one.
Inside.
And with the change up here after that one to the inside. Woo, missed that one. I don't know if I necessarily needed to dive, but I did. It's going to put runners now on first and second. Not feeling very nervous yet, as obviously after scoring 7 runs, I don't really know if there's any way they can come back, but, you know, who knows.
Strike.
Nice pitch there for strike number 2. Come with a 2-seamer to the inside. That's strike number 2. Let's come with the changeup low. Pulled him out number 2. Wally Flan with the strikeout. That's going to bring up Dolly Perkins. She's pretty locked in, so we will have to be careful with her.
Inside.
As we've kind of done all day today in this game. Actually blasts one out to center. No one's going to come in to score. Luckily that was hit pretty hard. Severus Sasso able to get that in quickly, preventing the runs from scoring. Yellington is going to come out and hogwash. Zerwin Hogwash. Another nice name. Into the game here. Low, and that one is popped up. That should be out number 3, and that should be the game. And it is, with the score 9-2. The Wranglers win. Going into extra innings. Going into the 8th inning, really, as obviously we're just playing 7-inning games. The Wranglers go on a rally and score 7 runs, get their next 3 outs, and win this game 9-2 with 22 hits. What a crazy way for this game to end, considering it was just a couple of home runs for each team, really, to have the score be at 2-2. And Mr. Van Campbell gets the win. Actually, I take that back. Felipe Bruce got the win. And Wally Flan comes in for the save. John Johns, our catcher, who I thought was getting a little bit tired, who I wasn't sure if I was going to even keep in this game, went 5 for 5. What a day for him. Shaz Hatter, 2 for 5 with a home run. And Jack Lopez also went 5 for 5. So a couple of guys there that went 5 for 5. Nice game. I would say initially that the Brown Bears, and the reason why they're not very good is that their pitching is not very good. They've got the power hitters, but their pitching is not ideal, obviously, as we went for 22 hits in that game. That is going to make our record now 6-1. Leading the Mountain Division. We'll have to take a look here after we kind of simulate the rest of this, at what, how things are looking at this point. Currently, the Foresters right behind us there at 4-3 are 2 games back. We'll have to see what happens here. In that game, it looks like they lost, so they're now sitting at 4-4. So the Mountain Division is becoming a little bit lopsided, if you will, with the Wranglers leading now by 2.5 games. I guess anything can happen. But now the Aquatics, they're currently leading in the beach division 5-2, or excuse me, 5-2 is their current record. I'm not sure if we play them at some point. I feel like we already did, actually. Let's go ahead and take a look at our schedule. So we did play the Aquatics and only beat them 1-0. So that was the second game of the season. If you didn't check out that stream, it is saved on Twitch, and I even uploaded it to YouTube. You should check that one out. The first few games were really exciting, close games, and that 1-0 game was a fun one for sure. Not a lot of scoring, obviously, but the way we got that run was pretty exciting and fun. So we come back after beating the Brown Bears there. I don't really want to simulate to there. And we're going to have to face the Brown Bears once again. So this is a back-to-back Brown Bears game. Hopefully they can put up a little bit of a better fight, if you will. Although it went into extra innings, we just had that, rally there in extra innings in order to get this going. So we are currently sitting at 6-1. My question is whether or not, with all of those hits and with how things are going, with not giving up a lot of runs, whether or not I should change the ego a little bit. I think we'll play one more game, and then I'm going to make that decision whether or not I would just want to up it. I'm thinking that I might just go like 45-25. And you know what? Let's just do it now. We are going to change the ego. Let's change batting to 45. Let's kind of go across the board like this. Let's see what that does here for our next game, just for curiosity's sakes. Again, we're going up against the Brown Bears, who we just beat fairly handily, although it did go into extra innings. And we're going to face them again now, and that'll be kind of a good test with the update to the ego here and see what kind of difference that makes. So let's go ahead and get into the second game now with the Brown Bears. Take another sip of my drink here. Ty Hunt is going to be our pitcher here in this game. He actually pitched in our one game that we lost. So this could be a tough game for us going up against the Brown Bears. Everybody's doing some weird looking jumping jacks there as warm-ups. That's the first time I've ever actually seen that. That's kind of funny. And we're going to keep our batting as it was before. Again, starting here with Severus Sasso, who is on fire, although he went like 1 for 4 last game, so I don't know if I necessarily agree. We're going up against Blythe Rico. That is strike number 1. That's going to be strike number 2 with the foul. Sasso fought that one off. Just throwing him there, but that goes out to left. That is going to be a base hit. I think we're going to go ahead and think about stealing right away. He's one of our faster guys there, Severus Sasso. Let's see if we can get him going here with the steal right off the bat here. Although I'm going to hit that one because that was thrown right down the middle, so it kind of ends up being a hit and run, but not really able to gain in the extra bases. But that puts people on first and second here quickly in the first inning. Shaz Hatter up, and he blasts ones out to right center. Is that one going to go? No, but that is going to be a nice hit there for him. We're going to bring home 1 run. Sasso comes all the way around and is able to get in, and that is going to make the score 1-0. That one was close for Shaz Hatter. It almost got out, but just not quite. And we're going to keep this rally going as the bats are grooving here for us. That last inning that we played where we scored 7 runs, we're going to just continue that here. Bases now are loaded. High pitch for Larry Curtis. Now a low pitch. That's ball number 2. That's going to be, a hit. He's hit there, and that's going to bring in a run and make the score now 2-0. The Brown Bears here are struggling. They decide Menace Reef is now up to bat. And that's going to be another low pitch for ball number 1. That was a chance to do something there. That's going to make it 1-1. And that one is hit right to the third baseman, but she drops it. She's still going to get out at second, but that's going to make the score now 3-0. And that's going to bring up John Johns, who had a great game last week, who went had a great game in the last game against the Brown Bears, who went 5 for 5. Oop, he opens this one though. He hits right into a double play, and that will actually end the inning. But that's going to make it now 3-0. What an inning here to start here for the Wranglers. Even though I upped the ego, still able to get a ton of hits. Now we'll have to see whether or not the Brown Bears can do anything. Ty Hunt throws one to the inside there. That's going to go over to the side there and be caught for out number 1. Hemi Piquel is now up to bat. Ty Hunt throws one into the inside. Throws it over to first as he gets it there, and that is out number 2. Alfonso Wankerstein now up to bat. Don't really want to throw it to him as he will blast it to trying to get there. He just couldn't quite, but that is a base hit by Wankerstein. That's going to bring up Mr. North, who had a home run against us in the last game. Again, we're just playing a double header here basically with the Brown Bears. We were able to beat them in extra innings after a huge 7-run inning in order to make it 9-2, and that's how the game ended. But it was close, obviously, as it went into extra innings, tied at 2. Ooh, trying to get that one to high and inside. That is foul. Count is full at 3-2. Let's see if we can get him. That was not good. And that one is hit. Ooh, dive, but that dive did not work out. Get it back in quickly. That keeps runners at first and second. Dolly Perkins now up to bat. Ty Hunt seems to be struggling here a little bit. I'm having a hard time controlling his pitches as that one is hit. That's going to hold that runner at third, luckily. But now the bases are loaded for Hefty Martinelli, who's got a ton of power. We're going to have to, I'm not sure what. Not throw him easy pitches to hit. Like that one's good. Let's come now with the changeup, but let's try to see if we can get it here to this outside corner. And that's going to be strike number 2. Let's come now with pitch down and in, and that is strike number 3. Out number 3. Ty Hunt able to get out of that inning after loading up the bases. And that's going to make the score now, keep the score at 3-0. Ryan Dropkin up to bat. His average is currently at a 250. He's pretty neutral now. He was kind of struggling coming into the last game. He had a hit or two and able to kind of come out of his slump there. But Blythe Rico is rattled.
Inside.
So we're going to have to see if we can try to take advantage of this. See if we can get some more runs. That was way to the inside, and another hit batsman. That is the second one in this game. And Ryan Dropkin moves on to first base, and that brings up Ty Hunt. He's currently sitting at, he's able to get base hits every time he is up. And so once again he does that. And now there's going to be runners on first and second with Severus Sasso up. He had a single in the first one. He is currently on fire against somebody who is considered rattled. Let's see if we can take advantage of this right now. Nice hit, but that is just going to be caught by the center fielder. Tough one there, as that was a good chance to do something special, but unfortunately not able to do it. We'll see if Nico King can. Ooh, Nice low pitch there. I swung on that one and missed. That is strike number 1.
Inside.
Inside for ball number 1. And that one is blasted out to left center. I think that one's going to go, and it does, barely, right at the longest part of the field, I think there. Able to get it out 427 feet, 3-run homer, and that is going to really open up this game. As the score is now 6-0. Shaz Hatter is up to bat, one of our best hitters.
Outside.
Blythe Rico is struggling. She is rattled. She doesn't know what's happening to her. There's a strike finally. Ooh, that's strike number 2. Nice pitch. She's trying to turn things around here. She's able to get Shaz Hatter to pop up, but they can't quite get there. So she throws another one, but a very similar type pitch, and that one has popped up again. Now, but that one is going to be caught by the catcher for out number 2. Jack Lopez, he is on fire as well. It doesn't seem like my players that are on fire are able to take advantage of this rattled pitcher. But at the same time, we're currently winning 6-0. And he has walked. I'm surprised that they continue with this pitcher. Just hit 2 people. She's rattled.
High.
That is ball number 1 after throwing 4 in a row. To walk the last batter. There's finally a strike, and there's a hit right up the middle. We're going to try to get double bases on this and bring a guy home. Let's see if we can get there. I had a chance to even go 3, but that's going to make the score 7-0. Yikes. Menace Reef now up to bat. And that one might fall in front of the center fielder, and it does. We're going to try to bring home another run. Why not? And we are able to get it in. That's going to make the score 8-0. John Johns is now up to bat. This game is getting out of hand. Blythe Rico is just struggling in this game. Oops. Hit the wrong button. That's not going to put runners at first and third. Again, I find it hard to believe why they're keeping Rico in the game. She is completely rattled. Doesn't have much velocity, junk, accuracy is down, or even her stamina is down, yet they continue to keep her in the game, and things are just not going her way, as now the score is 9-0. I find it interesting that I actually increased the ego before I even started this game, and this game has just turned into what it is. That is finally going to be out number 3. The Brown Bears finally get out of this inning, but the score is now 9-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Let's see whether or not this team is able to do anything at this point. There's not a bad hit. That's going to go out there to kind of left center. See if somebody can get there, but no. And that is going to be a stand. Oh, he's going for 3. Oops, I missed the throw. So that's going to be a triple. Nice hit there. Maybe they're not going to give up here.
Inside.
Stewart now into bat. See if Ty Hunt can keep the pitching going. He's been doing okay so far. Let's come back to the inside. We've thrown a couple of outside pitches. Let's go back to the inside. Ooh, just misses. Back to the inside. That is strike number 3 and out number 1. Nice pitching there by Ty Hunt. Blythe Rico now into bat. This will be a good time to take her out, but they keep her in. She hits one over there to first base to Nickel King. He takes it over to first, and that is out number 2. Baller Marshall. Strike 1 there to start. That one's kind of missed, and he hits that one hard. That one may go. I don't know if anybody can get there. That is a home run. Nice hit there, inside pitch that missed. Marshall gets his second home run of the season, 4th RBI of the season. Maybe they're not going to quite give up here. Next up is Hemi McPickell. Throw the curve there, and she blasts it, but luckily that goes foul. And that's the inside. And we'll see if Severus can get there, but he cannot. Nice attempt at a diving catch there, but unable to get there. But that's another double. So triple, home run, and a double. Maybe this game is going to keep going here. I don't know. Score's now 9-2. I didn't quite realize they scored another run. I don't know. Was that a 2-run homer? I missed that. Back to the inside. Brown Bears are getting things going here. Woo, but nice curve there. He is unhappy with that call, but it is strike number 3. But they scored 2 runs in that inning. I guess it was off the triple because then they hit a home run, so that's how they got that extra run. So that's what makes the score now 9-2 off of the 2-run home run. And Severus Sasso now up to bat. They continue to keep Rico in the game. I just feel like that's not smart, but maybe they don't have any other options. But she is able to get that first out on Severus Sasso. Swung a little too early on that one. That was high for ball number 1. That one is hit right to the shortstop. Shaz Hatter now 1 for 2 on the day. And he hits one out there to left center, and that's going to be a double. Nice hit by Shaz Hatter. A lot of doubles, home runs in this game. Just a lot of hitting in general. Jack Lopez out to bat, now 1 for 1. And that one is blasted. I think it's going to go. Yes, and it does. Just makes it out. Another home run, 2-run shot, and that's going to make the score now 11-2. Keep hitting it at that same exact part of the ballpark. Both teams do, really. And they're finally going to take out Rico and put in Polbean here. She came in the last game. I don't really know that her pitching was that much better. For as much as they are power hitters, their pitching is not very good. I think that's ultimately their downfall and why they continue to sit at what I think the record was 1-6. It's going to take us now to the bottom of the 3rd. Mr. North is in the game.
Low.
He's had some good at-bats against us. Got to be a little bit careful, make sure we don't miss our spots.
Inside.
Oh, that was a fun pitch. Thought that one was going to get there. Ooh, ball number 3. You know what? I'm just going to throw it right there. Nope. Let's go right. Oh, that's going to be way outside. That's going to be ball number 4. Batter walked. Inside for strike number 1. That's going to be a good pitch. Oh. The inside. That's a foul. Another curveball there. This is going to be a double play ball. Able to get the double play. And that is going to be 2 outs now as Hefty Martinelli comes up to bat. He's got a lot of power, but he hasn't really been using it. With the big curve. Got him for strike number 1. Let's come to the inside corner now.
Inside.
Oh, come on. Curveballs have been working for Ty Hunt. That one is hit high up into the air. Severus Sasso comes over and makes the catch for out number 3. Now at the top of the 4th with the Wranglers leading 11-2. Menace Reef is up to bat. Polbean is locked in now, it says, but so is Menace Reef. Who is going to win this at bat? And that's just a dribbler. Stays fair. Menace Reef is fast and he is safe. Way to leg that one out. Just kind of almost a bunt. Almost kind of a bunt action there on that one. Woo! That one got past me quick.
Inside.
Fastballs are faster than I want. Oh, that one was not good. Gonna have to get back there. Mr. Reef. That's out number 1. Well, I had the steal on there for Menace Reef as he's pretty fast. And there it is again. We're going to bring him around to 3rd. Oh, we're going to take him home. He's pretty fast. He gets all the way around. Nice hit and run there, basically able to come all the way around. Probably should have taken second base there as well, but let's see if Mr. Ty Hunt can continue to have some nice hits. He hits one out to right, and that is caught for out number 2. But the score is now 12-2. Severus Sasso up to bat with a man on first. Outside for ball number 1. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Playing in the Great Vacation League here. Wranglers are having a great game. Even after I increased the ego, continuing to just have a ton of hits. Brown Bears pitching is not good. They currently are sitting at 1-6, and we are currently sitting at 6-1. About to go 7-1 in the Mountain Division. Nice pitch there for strike number 2. Again, we're trying to help you guys decide where you want to go on your vacation, to the mountains or to the beach, with the beach division and the mountain division here in this game. Ooh, that one is blasted out to left. That is going to be foul. And a strike number 3 and out number 3. But the score is 12-2 in the bottom of the 4th. Schiarelli, Stewart, and Polbean are going to be up to bat here. Looks like you're dominating the CPU team, changing the ego. That's what I did before I started the game. I don't want to change it in the middle of the game. That's a good idea though, but strike number 1. Let's get through this game and then we'll think about it. But part of me says it's just the Brown Bears are just not very good, and their pitcher's not very good. And a lot of my players are, their egos are up. They're playing well. There's out number 1, caught by Severus Sasso. Again, we're trying to help you decide beach or mountains. Currently, the Mountain Division is being led by the Wranglers at 6-1. The Aquatics are leading the Beach Division. I think their record was 5-2. We did beat them in our second game of the season, 1-0. So that was obviously a close game, fun game. So we can get over there, got it. Out number 2. Nice diving catch there by Menace Reef. Pitcher Polbean is up, but they're going to bring in a pinch hitter, Yogged. She came in the last game also. We just got done playing the Brown Bears in the last game, if you didn't see that. And that one actually went into extra innings, tied at 2. But the Wranglers had basically a 1-out rally and scored 7 runs in the extra inning, and won that game 9-2. Very interesting how that game turned out, considering it was tied at 2. I think it was a bunch of, and actually the 2 runs for each team were solo home runs. But then things got opened up in the extra innings, and the Wranglers scored 7 runs, and it has just continued in this game, as you can see, now leading 12-2 with 15 hits. Shaz Hatter now up to bat, currently 2 for 3 with a double and a single and an RBI in this game. He continues to be on fire.
Low.
That is 2 balls here to start his at-bat. That's going to be ball number 3. I think a lot of pitchers are staying away from him. They're a little nervous. And there is ball number 4, and he is walked. And that's going to bring up now Jack Lopez, who is jacked, it says. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Trying to get a nice hit there. That's going to be low, ball number 1. Low, ball number 2. Right down the middle, and that is hit right back to the first baseman. But Shaz Hatter had presence of mind to get back to first base there. Larry Curtis is up next. He's 1 for 2 on the day. That one's hit right up the middle. You can hear the crowd go, oh! Menace Reef loves his bat as he caresses the thing.
Inside.
Ooh, inside for ball number 1. I thought about swinging. Did on that one, and that one gets by. And we're going to try to bring Shaz Hatter home to make the score now 13-2. And the onslaught continues. John John's now in the game. He's locked in. Woo! 2 inside balls there. And then 1 right down the middle. And that's going to be a nice hit. We're going to try to bring another run in. And able to get there. And now the score is 14-2. Ryan Dropkin also on fire.
Low.
Everybody's just on fire. Whoops, that one's popped up.
Foul ball.
Ooh, strike number 2. That one goes to the outside there for ball number 2. Just hit right up the middle. And that's going to load up the bases with Ty Hunt, the pitcher, up to bat. He does have a single so far in this game. Let's see if he can do something here, and he does, but that is hit to left and caught for out number 2. But that's going to now bring up Severus Sasso. I don't really know if there's any sort of mercy rule. Is there any mercy rule in this game? That one's going to be high. Oh, that's a fair ball and bounces off the wall. Severus Sasso hits one off the wall. That's going to bring in another run. And now Nico King is up to bat. And now they got to bring in another pitcher, Lorenzo Trickster. Nice name. I don't like I'm not a big fan of the sidearm pitches. They're difficult for me to pick up. But that looks like it's going to bring in. Ooh, they're actually able to get it to first. First baseman knocked it down, got it to first, and that is finally out number 3. Bottom of the 5th with the score 15-2. That one's going to be hit to Menace Reef. Gets it over to first base for out number 1. That's going to be hit right back to the pitcher. That's out number 2. We're going to have 3 pitches, 3 outs here.
Foul ball.
From the outside now. I don't really know that it matters. All right, maybe not 3 pitches, but 4 pitches. 4 pitches and 3 outs. Maybe I do need to increase the ego again. I already did right before this game. All the other games were pretty close, but these last two against the Brown Bears have not been close whatsoever. I don't know if I'm getting better at this game or if the Brown Bears are that bad. They are currently 1-6, so maybe they're just that bad, but even still, 15-2 is getting a little ridiculous. Shaz Hatter hits one, and that one looks like it might go, but it comes up just short, but there will be another double for him. That's his second one, I think second one on the day. Now Jack Lopez is up again. He's had a home run, a single, and a couple of RBIs in this game. And he's going to get another home run. Starting to get a little bit ridiculous. Not starting. It is a little bit ridiculous. 16-2. Yikes. Again, does anybody know about a mercy rule?
Foul.
I might just have to start taking pitches so this game gets over. Currently sitting at 17. Now 18. 18-2. Oh, goodness gracious. Larry Curtis, first home run of the season. I think we're just going to have to... how do you bunt this game? Let's try to bunt.
Foul ball.
That's fine. Let's try to bunt again. Oh, missed it. Strike number 2. Strike number 3. And Menace Reef's going to be out. John Johns now up to bat. I want to practice. Let's practice some bunting. With the score this ridiculous, let's just see if I can practice some things. So if I'm playing a game against an opponent that is a little bit tougher than the Brown Bears. Ooh, that one's right up the line. That's a great bunt. That is going to be out number 3, but now the score is 18-2. And that's going to be a pop-up. Yeah, I got over there. That is going to be out number 1. Ty Hunt continues to have a pretty good day pitching, considering. Base hit there. Should have dove probably for that one. At this point, I'm kind of feeling like we just need to get these outs and get this game over with. I'm kind of glad that we're just playing. Got him, out number 2. I'm kind of glad that we're just playing 7-inning games, because that would make it really long if I had to go all the way to 9. Oops, missed there. But he didn't even swing. I think that the Brown Bears are just down in the dumps. They have given up 18 runs in this game. I kind of just want to, oops, I didn't really want to do that. Let's keep practicing our bunting here. See if anybody has any suggestions on how we can work on our bunting. Woo, let's see if, ooh, that was foul, but he caught it. And they're going to put in another pitcher, Gleaming. I think this is the 5th pitcher. 5th pitcher now on the day here. Just a hit there to second. That's going to be out number 2. Another thing I thought about doing, but I don't really know if it's a very nice to do now. See if I can work on the power swing. I don't think I've figured out how to do that yet. As you can see on the last 2 hits there with Severus Sasso there, and the other one I don't really quite understand how that power hitting works and the timing of it. Let's see if we can get our 3 outs here and get this game over with. Let's just leave Ty Hunt in the game. Score 18-2. I don't even know if they're gonna swing. Pop up once again. John Johns is going to get over there. Out number 1. back to the inside. That's my favorite spot for sure. Ooh, nice pitch there. Ooh, that one was way to the inside.
Inside.
It's going to change up. And that one's popped up. That one's going to make it not where anybody can catch it.
Foul.
That's going to be another foul. Where should I go? Let's go right there. And yet another pop-up. John Johns looks like he's going to make another catch for out number 2. Joe Tannen now into bat. Menace Reef gets that one, throws it over to first for out number 3. And this game is over after an 18-2 game here. I don't know quite what to do anymore with this ego. Last 2 games against the Brown Bears, 22 hits, 9 runs. This game, 23 hits and 18 runs. Again, I don't know if it's an ego thing or whether or not it's a just that the Brown Bears were that bad. Ty Hunt with the win, pitched all innings. Not a bad game for him. Jack Lopez went 3 for 4. Larry Curtis 3 for 4. Shaz Hatter 3 for 4. Everybody was hitting the ball. I think I'm going to have to increase the ego just because everyone right now is just on fire. Everyone is playing well. Maybe I'm going to have to go to, I'm currently at the halfway point in the season. Record's now going to be 7-1. Maybe I just need to go to 50 across the board. I think that's what we'll just do. We're just going to change the ego mode, I think. And let's change the ego. Let's just take this puppy. Let's go to 50 and see what happens on our next games. Here, like I said, we're currently at the halfway point of the season. Currently at 7-1. Whoops. Let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the games. Currently leading the Mountain Division handily, really. The Aquatics. Let's see if they win another one. And they're at 6-2, so they're starting to pull away in the Beach Division. So it looks like it's going to come down to the Wranglers and the Aquatics at this point. Hard to say for sure. Anything can happen, especially now that I've increased the ego. You just never know what might happen moving forward, but looks like it's going to be the Wranglers and the Aquatics moving forward, but let's just continue and see what happens. I think we are actually going to go ahead and end the stream, though, for this evening. We're just going to play 2 games tonight. Currently halfway through the season, I think this is a good spot to stop with our thought that we're going to increase the ego up to 50 with all of our guys. Basically, their egos are up. Everyone is playing well. So I think that's another reason why we kind of need to increase the ego. I mean, I think it's fine if your players are playing well, but I don't know. Not really quite sure where to go here moving forward. I started out with a lower ego because I played a bunch of games actually against the Brown Bears as kind of my chance to see where I kind of wanted my ego to start at. In all of the games at the beginning, I mean, even just looking again, let's take a look at the schedule again. The first game 2-1, next game 1-0, then there was a 4-1 game, then I actually lost one to the Logman 6-4. Then there was a 3-1 game against the 3-0 against the Swordfish. Then it seems like we just kind of got things going. 6-2 against the Foresters, 9-2 against the Brown Bears. Although, that game went into extra innings, and then for some reason the Wranglers just caught fire and he got 7 runs in an inning. And won that one 9-2, but then obviously there was this last one 18-2. So, I want it to be fun. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be I want the games to be close. I really appreciated how these ones started out here at the beginning. Basically, as we started out 3-1, even 4-1, I was happy with. Even this 6-2 game, I was okay with. But then, and even most of this one. So I don't know. So I don't know. Maybe the thought is that the Brown Bears are just that bad. I guess we'll find out as we move to go up against the Bottlenoses in that next game. They're currently again sitting at 3-5 with the increase in ego, but all of the players playing well. We'll have to see what happens. But again, we'll save that for next time. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for all of your support. Please don't forget to hit me up in the chat anytime. Don't forget to follow if you're not already a follower. Thank you again. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And we will see you next time.